How to change your vibration of fear. Boy, that's a big one. You know, fear is so powerful. You know, in this new world order that we're experiencing and living, and the whole pandemic thing, and, you know, they're controlling the masses with fear. They're controlling you with fear. And it's not that they're creating new fear with you. No, they're using the fear you already have. You know, fear always has been used to control the masses with. It's very powerful. Fear can stop us from living. It can paralyze us. You know, fear quite often stops us from using our divine gifts. Fear can stop us from being powerful, being who we really are. Fear can stop us from living our soul purpose and helping the world, what we're meant to be out here. And the reason fear is so powerful is because you know, you can teach somebody fear intellectually. Fear is learned through pain. Yes, you can teach people fear by inflicting pain on them. That's how you teach people fear. And because fear is backed by pain, that's what makes it so powerful. Because pain has a certain amount of intensity to it, like nothing else. Okay, that's why fear is so powerful. It's so interesting because quite often you can ask people about fear and they're like, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. And you know, I've been there because a number of years back, if you asked me, I was afraid of nothing, okay? Nothing at all, until I got involved in healing and I realized that was my entire life I was living from the vibration of fear. So you don't actually have to feel the emotion of fear to be operating from the vibration of fear. You know, fear is disguised in so many different ways. Like, for example, procrastination. We procrastinate out of fear. There's no other reason. It's not because we're lazy. No, we procrastinate from fear. We avoid situations. We avoid people from fear. We lie. How many times have you lied? And you look at the reason why you lied, it's probably because you feared something. You were afraid of saying the truth, you know, or how somebody might react to the truth, right? Or we manipulate from a place of fear because we can't confront. You know, we don't have any confront power when we're in fear. We can't sit there and look somebody in the eye and say no because we're afraid. We don't have a backbone. We don't have a confront power. It's all from fear. You know, we have a need to control others, other people, and our environment. Why? Because of fear. Fear of getting hurt. You know what the opposite of fear is? It's trust. Trust that things will be okay. Trust that people will treat you right. Right? Trust. And so when we don't trust, we have fear. It's because we have fear. And so we need to control things. Or how many times do we seek out financial opportunities that promise large numbers of earnings that are completely unrealistic, and we fall into that trap? Because why? Because the fear. And what kind of fear is that? Well, it's the fear of, you know, not making enough, not having enough, not being able to survive. That kind of fear. So we're looking for ways to solve that. And some of these opportunities present themselves so great, you know, with these large numbers. You know, you're going to make $10,000 a month, you know. And maybe some people do, but most of us don't, I don't think. And so, you know, fear. It's very powerful. But the interesting thing about this whole pandemic and this whole new world order is that your fear is their power. And your power is their fear. That's why they want to suppress you so much. That's why they don't want you to wake up. That's why they don't want you in, being powerful and realizing who you really are. Okay, it scares the shit out of them. And, so they want to control you. They want to suppress you. They want to oppress you. They do everything possible. They want to separate you from others. They want to do everything to squash you because they're afraid of you. They're afraid of your power. Sometimes we say yes. How many times do we say yes out of fear? Did you get the jab out of fear? Did you say yes? Did you comply because you were too afraid to stand up to them? A lot of fear. Why is it that we buy out all the toilet paper out of fear? Fear is not rational, by the way. You can't argue the logic with fear. Again, it's backed by pain, and so you can't logic with pain. So how do we, change this whole vibration of fear? How do we transmute it into strength? And, just another thought, to the contrary of most popular opinion, we don't get what we think about, at least not all the time. I mean, we may get some of it, but not all the time. But really more accurately, we get what's in our vibration. And thoughts are just a small part of our vibration. And they're magnetic too, don't get me wrong. We can attract with intentions and thoughts and make things happen to a certain degree. But remember that what we're driven by is 95% is actually below our consciousness. So it's not by our thoughts, because thoughts are part of our conscious mind, because we're conscious of them. We're aware of what we think, or what we intend. That's part of our conscious mind. And so we're really driven by what's below our consciousness, which is our subconscious mind. And what's in our subconscious mind that drives us? It's all our unresolved pain. It's all the limiting beliefs we have accumulated as a result of our pain that we experienced, or the decisions that we have made based on certain traumas we've experienced. That's what's running us, and, we can let that run us, I suppose. So like if you're sitting at a traffic light with a car and somebody hits you from behind, did you attract that? Yeah, you were there at the right moment, right time, even though you physically didn't do anything, but you attracted it with your vibration. And so we can let these things happen to us, or we can take charge and start looking at what is in our vibration, how to change that. How do we change our vibration? Because we can change our vibration. It's not as much of a mystery as everybody else makes it out to be. I've come to really know as a healer, and a healer through many, many lifetimes, how to make that kind of a change in our vibration, and how to align with what we actually desire, to create more of that which we want, rather than creating that which we don't want. Like, for example, the, woman who was abused, and she can sit there and think all she wants. This time I'm going to attract a guy that is kind, and that, is going to treat me right, and that's going to be nice to me, and all this good jazz, right? She can sit there and think that, but who she'll attract will be the abuser, her vibrational match. Matching what in her vibration? All the abuse that she experienced, that she hasn't resolved, that she hasn't fully digested. And so, once that period of being in love is over, and that euphoria, then they're going to start doing the tango of abuse. And why? Because both their souls are trying to resolve all this old, unresolved, heavy stuff. So they're going to re-experience it. They're going to relive it. And that's what happens naturally to us, on a soul level, trying to work out all these unresolved issues. Or you can, and this stuff takes sometimes years or sometimes even lifetimes to allow it to be resolved this way in a natural way by reliving it, reconstructing it in our lives. Or we can engage in professional healing and really go back in our memory and shift it vibrationally there by healing that unresolved pain there. And it's much, much faster, much easier. It'll, prevent you from a lot of headaches, from a lot of pain, doing it that way. And it works wonders. So when it comes to fear, we are always presented with that which we're afraid of, because that's what's in our vibration, right? And fear is an indicator that, whatever pain there is hasn't been resolved. That's why you're afraid. Otherwise, you wouldn't be afraid. And so you always are presented with the stuff that's in your vibration with your fear. And so if you're afraid of being unjustly accused, then you're probably going to attract somebody who's going to unjustly accuse you, or afraid of being attacked, you're probably going to attract somebody who's going to attack you. It's just how it happens, because our soul constantly has a vested interest in resolving this old, unresolved pain stuff. And it does it by helping us recreate it, relive it. That's how we establish patterns that we can't get past, because we keep reliving the same old. And does it work in terms of the healing? Mostly not, because we don't even know that it's happening or why it's happening. And so we keep shoving the pain and not wanting to deal with it and so forth, right? So if you want to learn how to shift that vibration and specifically, transmute that fear into strength for yourself, then I just recently did a beautiful talk on fear and how to shift the vibration, and with a healing ceremony actually that takes you by the hand and steps you through a healing of transmuting your fear, a specific fear you can pick, to strength. And you can firsthand experience, how this works, how to shift this vibration. So this talk that I did is about an hour long with the healing ceremony, and it's available on replay for a limited time only. And just click on the link that's presented here with the video and go ahead and watch it. It's all free of charge. And then I just want to mention that I'm opening up a new enrollment period for the next 6-week shadow work with Ariel Quantum Healing. I am almost halfway done with the last group. And so I'm actually going to be starting another one and doing it again to help you basically transmute that fear, to help you change your reality by changing your vibration, to help you raise your vibration, to help you align with your inner power, and to basically transmute that fear into strength for yourself. So, there is a link provided with the actual healing ceremony. Underneath it, there's a link where you can click on to actually sign up for the shadow work if you are so inclined. So I hope this was helpful to you, and I just wish you all well on your journey, and let's raise that vibration and create a different reality together, shall we?